We will not serve your gods. 2 October 2025, Monday. This presentation explores the key points of Daniel 3:1-18, NIV, highlighting the faith and courage of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the face of King Nebuchadnezzar's decree to worship a golden image. 1. King Nebuchadnezzar's golden image, verses 1-7. 1. Massive gold statue. Nebuchadnezzar set up a massive gold statue, 90 feet high and 9 feet wide, in the province of Babylon. 2. Command to worship. He commanded all officials and leaders to come and worship the statue when they heard the sound of music. 3. Absolute decree. Anyone who refused to bow down would be thrown into a blazing furnace. 4. Universal obedience. At the sound of music, all the people fell down and worshipped the image, obeying the king's command. Key lesson: worldly pressure to conform. 1. Pressure to conform. The world pressures us to conform and bow to idols, whether it's power, money, success, or approval. 2. Constant temptation. Like in Babylon, we are constantly tempted to compromise our faith. The accusation against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, verses 8-12. 1. Report to the king. Certain astrologers, Chaldeans, reported to the king that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to worship the golden image. 2. Pointing out disobedience. They pointed out their disobedience, reminding the king of his strict decree and their refusal to bow. 3. Faithful commitment. Accusation wasn't just about the law, it was about their faithful commitment to God in a pagan culture. Key lesson: standing firm in faith. 1. Opposition will come. When we stand firm in our faith, opposition will come. 2. Criticism and pressure. People may criticize, accuse, or pressure us to conform. 3. Choosing obedience. But standing for God means choosing obedience over fear. 3. The king's rage and threat, verses 13-15. 1. Furious king. Nebuchadnezzar was furious and summoned the 3 men. 2. Last chance. He gave them one last chance to bow down and worship the image or face the fiery furnace. 3. Mocking God. In arrogance, he mocked their God, saying, "Then what God will be able to rescue you from my hand?" Vial 15. Key lesson: faith challenged by worldly power. 1. Challenges to faith. The world may challenge our faith, questioning whether God is really in control. 2. Human authority. Like Nebuchadnezzar, many believe that power and human authority are greater than God's. 3. Unintimidated faith. But true faith isn't intimidated by threats. 4. The bold faith of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, verses 16-18. 1. The 3 men refused to bow, standing firm in their faith. 2. They responded with confidence in God, saying, "If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand." Vil 17. 3. But even if God did not rescue them, they would still not worship the idol. Key lesson: true faith. Trust God's will. 1. Absolute trust. Faith is based on absolute trust in God. 2. Unconditional worship. True worship is not conditional. 3. Faithful. Regardless, even if God does not change our circumstances, we must still remain faithful. Conclusion: 1. The world demands compromise. Just like Nebuchadnezzar's decree, we face pressure to conform. 2. Faith invites opposition. Standing for truth often means facing criticism or even persecution. 3. God is greater than earthly power. Nebuchadnezzar thought no God could rescue them, but God is sovereign. 4. True faith trusts God's will, no matter what. The 3 men believed that God could save them, but they were willing to suffer rather than deny him. This passage challenges our faith. 1. Recognize worldly pressure. Identify the golden images in our lives. 2. Stand firm in faith. Choose obedience over fear. 3. Trust God's sovereignty. Believe in God's power over earthly authority. 4. Unconditional faith. Remain faithful regardless of circumstances. Will we stand firm? 1. The worldly pressure. Will we bow to the pressure of the world? 2. Standing firm in faith, or will we stand firm in faith? 3. Trusting God. Trusting that God is with us, whether He rescues us or not.